looking at Mayurasana, the Peacock, which it's named because of this. So that this is a remover of poison. It really goes up into the abdomen. And so to set up the foundation of the posture is very interesting. You take plank, the lowly plank position with the reversed hands and closer than shoulder width. So let's look at that first. So here's Elizabeth. She's going to, and remember, it's just plank like you work on when you're doing your chaturanga. So you got the shoulders, elbows, wrists in a vertical line. You've got the upper back broad, like in Bakasana feeling. You've got Uddhyana Bandha is strong, the tail is tucked, the thighs are firm. And this plank, you want to be even more forward. So walk your toes a little bit forward. And tuck the tail. There we go. Okay, look forward. Now, what's called for is patience. So the tendency is to want to get down to your elbows as soon as possible. But what you want to do is control. Very slowly, keep your weight forward, start to bend the elbows, and take the whole body down in plank. There you go. And then carefully keep your weight forward until the feet clear all on their own. Yes. Reach back through the legs, lift the chest, plant the hands. Some things to avoid, common mistakes are, one is just not to bother with this nice plank and just going for it. So, and then the other, and as part of that, it's like you'll let the hips sag down and then try to come, and then shift forward and then start hopping the foot up. Hop, not this, okay? You don't want to hop the foot. And you also have to keep your Uddhyana Bandha strong. This part lifted so that, do that hip sagging again. You don't do this and come down, okay? Make sure that, go back up, that this stays hollowed and the tail tucked, okay? And you come down with control, all right? And then there's such a temptation to kick the leg at the last moment. Don't do it. You take one leg up even. Yeah. And keep the weight forward. And then try not to hop that one. Or hop it just the littlest tiny bit. No. See, the hopping, there's a whole kind of muscular activation that you're putting in place. And when you hop it, that dissipates. All through here, the legs. So avoid hopping and maintain your Uddhyana Bandha. So Elizabeth's working on that very point of when you lift up and hold. It's a very challenging moment. And so she's got the nice plank. She lowers nicely. And then we'll look. Here she goes. Into plank. Keep your weight forward. Bend the elbows with control. And keep shifting the weight forward. And you'll have to bring your chest down towards the ground. Yeah, there you go. Now, very carefully. Oh, no. Look here. Stay forward and reach back through the legs. Yes. At her stage, she really has to practice it. It's partly an arm strength. And since she's so close to it and she can hold it for a few breaths, I wouldn't use props. I would just repeat and it will get stronger. Let's try it one more time and I'll see what we can do here. Remember, you have to keep your weight forward. And when you're learning it, the chest will be low to the ground, even though you do want the chest to be away. So come down, keeping your weight forward, controlling your descent as best as you can. Then, that's right, this back stays broad. Reach through the legs, yes. That's right. So very patiently, you have to do it. When you actually clear the feet, even if it's feeling awkward, stay with it, breathe, and it will improve. And you saw how she started to reach back through the legs and keep the weight forward.